Hey, welcome back to HumansAreKind TV. I'm so glad you're here. This is the Kindness Report, and today I'm taking you through 10 real acts of compassion from around the world. All of them from the week of the 10th to the 16th of August 2026. No doom, no outrage, just people showing up for each other. Let's get into it. 1 week, 1 planet. That's the frame for today. Between the 10th and the 16th of August, ordinary people in 8 different countries chose to show up for somebody else. Rescue crews crossed borders. Teenagers swam into open water. Neighbors mowed grass, funded scholarships, and gave endangered animals a second chance. 10 stories, 8 countries, 7 days. Every single one happened inside that window. Story number 1 starts in Colombia. The 12th of August, Cali, Colombia. A 7.4 magnitude earthquake had brought buildings down, and within the critical 48-hour window, a 45-member Mexican volunteer brigade landed to help. They're called the Topos Azteca, the Aztec moles, and they'd come straight from another earthquake response in Venezuela, straight from one disaster into the next. And here's what they said on arrival. We are ready to put our hands, our knowledge, and our hearts at the service of our Colombian brothers and sisters. Volunteers, nobody paid them to be there. Story 2 takes us to Ilorin in Nigeria. On the 12th and 13th of August, Kwara State University Teaching Hospital received survivors of the country's largest single-day hostage rescue. 38 people freed, including 63 villagers from Woro who'd been held for 6 months. 6 months! And in among all that, what stayed with me is the small thing. Nurses sitting with children whose families hadn't reached them yet. Instant tea. One nurse said, they are all responding to treatments, while she was holding the hand of a 4-year-old boy. That's the story. The 13th of August, Culpeper, Virginia. Andrew Tuggle, Gavin Kane, and Jackson Castro were trying out for their high school golf team. Screams came from the lake by the second hole. A family's kayak had capsized. These 3 teenagers dropped everything, swam 50 yards out, and brought them back to shore. One of them put it like this: it just shows how much can change in a split second. If we weren't there, then their lives would have changed instantly. Teenagers, we at a golf tryout. Same day the 13th, but now off a Kill Island in Ireland, a 24-meter sailing vessel with 25 people on board struck a fish farm off the Mayo coast and started taking on water. The Achill Island RNL. Volunteers got out of their beds and worked a 16-hour operation to bring every single person home. Let that land for a second. 25 people, 16 hours, and not one of that crew was paid to be there. Staying in Ireland, the 12th of August, off Ardmore in County Waterford, a suspected shark bite in the water. And the response was, everybody, Ballycotton RNL. I launched. Yokol RNL. I launched. Irish Coast Guard helicopter Rescue 107 was overhead. 3 crews, 1 casualty. Airlifted to hospital in a single coordinated operation. This is what compassion at scale looks like. 3 crews dropping everything for 1 person in the water. Story 6 is my favorite kind because it's so ordinary. The 14th of August, somewhere in the United States, a man named Mark Waters noticed women and small children walking along a busy road, waiting for the school bus in grass that was taller than some of the kids. He didn't file a complaint. He didn't wait for the city to get round to it. He got his mower out and cut them a safe path. Sometimes seeing the problem is all it takes to become part of the solution. The 16th of August. A young Wendy's crew member, someone who survived violence before immigrating, got accepted to Yale. Now, his managers could have signed a card and put up a banner. Instead, they set up and funded a scholarship so he could actually go. His shift became the reason he could take his place. And that's the line I keep coming back to. The gift wasn't applause. It was tuition.
15th of August, Jaisalmer, in Rajasthan, India. Zumar Singh Bhatti is a camel herder, and he has spent years defending the Digrai Mata Oran, a sacred desert grassland. Around 10,000 hectares of it, so that herding families and desert wildlife can both survive there. This week, that long, unpaid fight finally got recognized at the Rangeland Awards 2026. Compassion sometimes means protecting the land that other people's livelihoods depend on.
Also on the 15th, Matusadona National Park in Zimbabwe. A group of critically endangered black rhino were reintroduced to the park, decades after they vanished from it, and this wasn't done to the community. It was asked for by them. Traditional leaders, Chiefs Mola, Masabakaruma, Nabiri, and Nagande, advocated for the rhino's return alongside rangers and conservationists. A full-circle moment. The species recovered, and a community that asked for it back. Story 10. The 12th of August, Florida. A fishing guide spotted a manatee badly entangled in line and gear, and he made the call. Rescuers got to her and cut her free, while her calf circled and waited the whole time. Both of them swam off together. I love this one because there's nothing in it for him. Kindness counts even when the one you help will never say thank you. So what did this week actually tell us? 3 patterns. 1. Nobody waited for permission. Teenagers at a golf tryout. A man with a lawnmower. A fishing guide out on the water. In almost every story, the helper was just whoever happened to be closest, and they decided that was enough. 2. Compassion crossed borders. Mexican volunteers digging through Colombian rubble. Nigerian nurses caring for strangers' children. Kindness this week didn't stop at a passport line or even a species boundary. And 3, the best gifts were practical. Not thoughts and prayers, a funded scholarship, a mown path to a bus stop, 16 hours at sea, protected grassland. People gave the specific thing that was actually needed. And remember, all 10 of these happened in 1 week. That's the report for this week. And here's the thing, somebody, somewhere, is about to help a stranger right now. While you're watching this, if you've seen an act of kindness in your corner of the world, send it in. It could open the next episode. Subscribe, share it with someone who needs it, and keep it kind. I'll see you next week.